was told when I was younger by a close person in my life when I was younger that the man that's supposed to be for you, and y'all let me know what y'all think of this. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or do you disagree? The man that's going to want you is not going to care about your past, but you should know everything about his past. Y'all think that's fair? Y'all agree with that? Let me know. Agree or disagree? A man who's going to want to be for you could care less about anything in your past. He ain't going to want to know about nothing in your past, but you supposed to know everything about him. Do y'all agree with that statement or do you disagree? Because I disagree with that. As a woman who is in a, who wants to be in a relationship with a guy, you shouldn't be afraid to, you would want him to know about your past, right? You would want him to know things about you, right? You would want him to be able to understand you and where you come from and your history. Why I disagree with it is because a woman who says that is ashamed of her past. Let's be clear. A woman or any person who says that is ashamed of their past, where you don't want any accountability for the things that you've done because you know it looks bad, but you don't want to be held accountable, but you want to know everything about him so that you can hold him accountable all the way, so that you can use his past against him, so that all the stuff that you know about him, you can constantly bring it up, hit him where it hurts. You know what I mean? But he know jack about you, so he ain't got nothing to bring up. How convenient is that? But that caters to the nature of women. And this particular person, I know, learned to know what the past was. Yeah, it was a past that no one should be proud of. But that's the thing. You do it, and it's all fun when you're doing it. When it comes to the consequence side of it, you don't want the consequences associated with your behavior and your actions. You want to disassociate yourself from the consequences of your actions. You want to act like they didn't exist. Same way women say, you get rid of your face. No, you can't. That's a part of you. That's what you did. You chose to do it. Ain't nobody forced it on you. That's what you chose. But in hindsight, you know that it doesn't look good and it's not a good look. So now you want to disassociate yourself with the choices you made because you did what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. And it was all good. But now that the consequences, you're on the flip side of it, the consequences side, now you want to disassociate yourself from it and say, we could get rid of it. It didn't exist, which is why a lot of women lie about body count because they know deep down that don't look good. So you lie about it. Why? Because it's not a good reflection of you, but it's what you chose to do. So that says a lot about who you are, how you think, how you move. But you want to ignore that. See, you want to ignore that so that you can get what you want. See, and if you can convince men that, having a past, it's normal. It's with everybody. Everybody ain't perfect. That's true, but everybody ain't got to be for the streets. That's not a prerequisite for being an adult. You don't have to be for the streets. See, that's a choice that you made, and now you want to take it back because you realize it's not really working out for you the way you thought it would. Nor did you care about the consequences of it because you just feel like, the man who's going to be for me, he's going to accept all of my past, everything that I've done, and he's just going to accept me for me, not understanding that there are certain actions and thought processes that go along with your actions. You're not just a 304 for no reason. There's a lot of trauma behind that. There's a lot of insecurities behind that. And if you're in a relationship with a person who have those issues, what do you think that's going to look like for you? You think these women who have been 304s outside for years, you think when you get in a relationship trying to give them the world and put them in their soft girl era and treat them like a respectable young woman because you really like her and you really see the good in her, but does she see the good in herself? See, that's the part a lot of people miss. This is where you have men overcompensating for these types of women because you really care about the woman. You really want to give her the best, but she's still got issues. Why? That's all associated with her past and the way she chose to live her life. She's not 100% at peace with that. And as long as she hasn't resolved her issues, whoever gets with her, she's going to run them in circles. And this is where you find men who try to cater to these women thinking that, if I give her a good life because she's never had this type of lifestyle before, if I give her the world, if I put her in a house, if I, buy her the car, let her be able to be in her femininity and be at home and just be, at peace, everything is going to be all right. She's going to show me the love and she's going to be there. She's going to see that I'm a good person and I'm doing everything for her. That's still never going to be enough. Because it's not about materialistic things. It's not about how much money you spend on her. It's not about the lifestyle that you give her. It's about herself deep within. She doesn't feel secure and good with herself. No man or no amount of things that you try to give a person is going to correct her inner self. See, this is the part they don't talk about. Oh, it's all right. Who cares if I got babies and 3 baby daddies? And, that's the surface level stuff. That's what's on the outside. You can't gauge the inner workings of a person. You can't determine how they are mentally and spiritually. You can't decipher where they are internally. So people think that they can fix things with money and things. It never works. All that is a temporary fix. It is not going to heal that person and make them a better person. They're going to still have issues. What is that going to look like? That's going to look like lashing out, getting mad, having attitudes, creating issues where there aren't any issues. If you are with a woman or have been with a woman who was the love of your life and you gave her everything and she still left you, why? Either she just didn't care about you. She didn't want to be in that relationship. She had a lot of turmoil. She wasn't secure with herself. She didn't feel worthy of the love that the man was giving her, because that's usually the case. A lot of women don't feel worthy of what you are giving. This is why men who overcompensate, these women call them simps. They call them stupid. They talk behind your back, talk to their girlfriends about how dumb you are and how, I call them right now, watch. Get on the phone. I've seen this shit happen. And it's sad to see, but this is the sisterhood. This is why I disassociate myself from it, because it's wild. And then I feel bad for some of the men because they be so oblivious to what's going on. They don't even be knowing what these women be talking about and what they be saying about them. But then go and smile in their face. Hey, babe, I need some money for this. He like, all right, what you need? And just giving it just a sweetheart, just there for these women, and these women take advantage of them. So this is why I try to just give my little 2 cents. Because once again, and I don't make it like, oh, this is everybody. No, I understand that this is not everybody, but all of this stuff exists. And these dudes don't be knowing. That's why you have to look for certain signs. What the smart guy said is stop saying red flags, but say clear mirrors. Pay attention to what's going on and don't be oblivious to it, because a lot of times it don't be what you think it is. This is why I like to talk about the nature of women. It's not about every man is perfect. No, just like women will tell other women about the signs of a man who's no good, it goes for women too. Pay attention. Don't take their word. Pay attention, because eventually you'll get the answers you're looking for, but it goes both ways.